But
Yes.
we have established that amongst the two of us, if one of us is going to be shallow, it's definitely you. Definitely not
Definitely.
me. I don't care anything about appearances. I only care about substantive things like, I don't know, tax reform.
Linguistics.
Linguistics. Got it. By the way, did I tell you? Okay, so at UCSD, by the way, hi everybody, we're on. At UCSD, you know how lots of colleges do codes, right,
Mm-hmm.
for their subjects. Well, in, at UC San Diego, they got the brilliant idea to do for their four-letter code. It's actually linguistics general. So it is LIGN.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch.
and so
Wow.
and so I came up with a nickname for it, Lignistics.
That's that would hurt me every time I had to type it.
I know.
Although our school made an accidental what they put as the four digit code for children's literature
Mm?
on all the student transcripts.
Oh
And they
no.
Yeah, they did. And
Oh
so it took
no.
like 2 years for one of the advisors to see it and on a transcript, and they were like, "Wait, no, no." And so we had to petition to the university to get it changed. Yeah.
Oh.
Oops. Okay, but hey
Yeah.
everyone.
Oh no, Viblaridian's watching. We gotta be more serious.
Oh, we're on it. Well, I'm ready to unleash some poll results.
Yes, we are both ready and proper and appropriately attired for this serious endeavor. Let us discuss this poll.
This poll was kind of,
Oh,
well, it wasn't epic necessarily, but I thought it was just because, we're trying to decide how to do adverbs.
yeah.
And so patrons had 4 options
Here we go.
to vote. And so option 1 was that stative verbs are simply used as adverbs without anything else special happening. They'll come after the main argument structure of the verb, but they can also move around the way adverbs can. And so you would get something like sibe ime mislen, which would translate to saying rabbit sweet or the rabbit saying sweetly. I said that option first because our patrons were not a fan. It only got 1 vote.
What?
1 vote.
Are you serious? Like, one vote
That's
total?
1 vote. That's what I got.
Jeez, that was the easiest one. Dang. All right.
So I know the pros were that it was nice and simple.
Man.
And patrons were like, no, we can't do simple. The next option was coordinated predicate with reduplication, where stative verbs would appear in their reduplicated form after the main clause, and the coordinator mu would optionally appear before the adverbial clause. So here we would get something like sibe ime mimislein or sibe ime mimislein. That got 5 votes. It didn't win either.
Dang. I kind of like that one. And so,
I kind of did too.
my
yeah.
head is off to it, but let's
So
update this as we go. Hold on.
another option was the prepositional phrase as adverb. So stative verbs could be nominalized and made objects of the commutative preposition ne, meaning with. Something like sibe ime ne le mislen. That one was second popular because that one actually got more votes, but it still wasn't the winner.
That didn't win?
No.
Oh, jeez.
No. The winner was option 3, and I keep going back to the table. Like, if you're that surprised, like, did something go wrong? But no, the table clearly shows that option 3 was the winner. And so our winner was post-verbal adjectives as adverbs, where stative verbs are simply used as adverbs without anything special happening. But they're going to occur directly after the verb. So like sibe mislein ime, which is saying sweet rabbit, that's going to mean the rabbit sang sweetly. So that was our winner.
Oh my god, that's the worst one.
How is it the worst?
Oh, it's just...
It was an option.
It was fine when I did it, but then the more I looked at it, like, oh my god, that's so clunky.
And now it is the winner.
Okay. Okay. Thank goodness we have that pre-verbal slot. But, oh my goodness. Okay.
So.
Okay. All right. So.
Are you recovering?
A little bit. I mean, okay, so the nice thing is that there's always the pre-verbal slot and there's always the sentence final slot that is there. Maybe? No, actually, I don't even know if sentence final is really going to work with this one. No, sentence final wouldn't work. No, so it's just pre-verbal or post-verbal. It's handcuffed to the verb. Bye.
Was that a growl?
No, it was modified by my pharynx, so it was just a. But I whatchamacallit, it actually may have even been epiglottalized, so it was, but then, you know, it's up.
Wow. I don't think I can do it.
Yeah, that's something. That's something.
That was as strong as I could make it, and that kind of hurt a little.
Yeah, you don't mean it if it doesn't hurt.
And that's also why I was really bad when I took Arabic. My pronunciation was awful.
You took Arabic?
I did. I swear we've had this conversation before.
We did a little bit. We did.
But yes, I don't remember anything before you ask, because you always ask me what I remember. Oh, do you remember I even showed you my Arabic book?
That's
because
right.
I took it in Germany.
يعني نتكلم العربية ها؟ أيوة. No? Oh, all right. All right.
Okay.
All right.
So now
yeah,
we have done adverbs.
Mm-hmm.
We have done coordination. Well, you're going to write up about adverbs because we need to make it legit.
Yeah.
I feel a sneeze coming on.
For me?
For me.
Oh. Ooh. This will be a first.
I'm gonna resist because I don't want to.
But you haven't sneezed yet on this entire series. I have a couple of times. Come on.
Well, now it's gonna be shy. You've gotten too excited.
Have I told you my trick? By the way, everybody, you can follow along. This also works. Okay. I know a way, if you're feeling like you're gonna sneeze, to do one of two things: either force the sneeze or make it go away. And it's very simple. You just take the tip of your tongue and you go back to your velum and you push. That will either force the sneeze to happen or it will kill it. One of those two.
It's apparently killing it.
Yeah, there you go.
Because nothing,
But yeah,
there's no itchy anymore. But it was also being shy because you were so excited that I think suddenly my body was like, oh, this.
I know. I've been watching. I do have a 4-year-old daughter, so I've been watching My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic a lot lately. Your sneeze was Fluttershy, and it annoys me. So, but yeah, look, take the tip of your tongue all the way back and just really, really, really push, and it works. I'm telling you.
And we're getting suggestions that we need to make a word for sneeze. Logan confirms that rabbit sneezes are adorable. So we need an adorable word for a rabbit sneeze.
Just like kitty sneezes. All right. Incidentally, something that I dropped the ball on, but I want to say it so that I remember it. Logan sent us a ton of really good examples for potential sources for our color words. And so eventually, I want to be sure that we get to those because they were really good. They were really good. Anyway, I don't even know what to say about. For
Well, these would only be for manner, right?
I guess. Well, but that's how to do them. I'm just thinking about where they would be. Yeah, let's start with how to do them. Manner adverbs are formed from stative verbs with no special ornamentation, and they occur post-verbally. Here are some illustrative examples. Okay, so let's do a bunch of different stuff here. Say, okay. So let's start off with the rabbit is sweet. And did we talk about, I always forget, did we talk about the use of perfective versus imperfective and stative verbs? Did we do that?
Yes, because if you use imperfective, the understanding is that they're being sweet at this moment.
Got it.
But like they're not normally sweet. The perfective is actually just interpreted as like that's a typical thing.
Did we ever write that down?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Fantastic. All right. There, aren't I happy? Wait.
You keep looking up. What's up there? Like now I'm looking up just to see what I have.
Okay, so you noticed that? All right, so right now, today, my favorite team of all time in all sports, the Phoenix Suns, is playing. And there are 4 games today, right? And depending on the outcomes of these 4 games, either the Phoenix Suns could be in a play-in to get to the playoffs, or they could be out. And it's so exciting. Anyway, unfortunately, all 4 of these teams are playing teams that have nothing to play for. And so my fear is that all 4 teams would win, and if all 4 teams win, then the Phoenix Suns will be out. They need somebody else to lose. And then, of course, they have to win. And right now they are, and I think they will go on to win. But I think all the other teams are going to phone it in, and so it's going to be a disaster. But I still remain hopeful, and I'm every so often just checking the score, that's all. Anyway, see, it's no big deal. The rabbit is sweet. The rabbit is fragrant. What was that? Oh, it was labyrinth. And none of you may pass without my permission. No, that was a terrible Sir Didymus.
Sorry.
I do a much better Sir Didymus. Do you know labyrinth?
Like I know of it. If I saw it, it was
so
the
I'm
80s,
searching
and I don't
for a
remember.
new co-host. For anybody that's listening, just I think somebody that I don't know is more with it and gets me.
It was good while it lasted.
I mean, but was it really? Because now that I know this about you, was it?
I know, I'm trying to think why yesterday I was like, friendship canceled. Now I can't remember why. Anyway.
Okay, the rabbit is sweet, and I want to do Sisibe Ime. The rabbit is singing because now we're going to do, okay, the rabbit is singing, and now we're going to do the sweet rabbit is singing. And now
I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, I want to just be maximally explicit so that we know. The rabbit is singing sweetly. See? There we go. See,
Nice.
I like things like this because you don't need to know anything about any part of linguistics. You can just look at here's the sentence, here's the translation, and figure it out via regular logic.
I mean, you're building a data set for me right now for my students, so thank you.
All right. But yeah, I find a lot of the time I find glossing to be intrusive for so many
That's
reasons.
okay. That's why, dear patrons, my posts will provide glossing, and I will gloss something for this weekend's post.
It's also like, how do you put it? It doesn't make sense in this context, but it's like they are not apolitical. Glosses are not apolitical. Glosses are not neutral.
Do
Because
you mean atheoretical?
that's it. They're analysis. They are analysis, and I don't necessarily agree with injecting analysis where you don't need to. They are necessity analysis. Ugh, dislike.
And then for me, sometimes they are. Because I totally forget.
Okay.
Okay.
And so all adverbs may take advantage of a pre-verbal slot. How do we want to call this? Focus, fronting. You know what I mean?
Right, but I mean, if it's topicalizing, but it's not really topicalizing.
Not really.
Doing, to bring it into focus, I guess.
To bring
I guess focus.
Adverb into focus.
I mean here, but any term
It's
you choose
a
for me is so
focus.
connected to.
No, I know, right? I've never ever been able to tell the difference between topic and focus. I hate it. The terms are terrible. It wasn't me that didn't learn them properly. The terms are to blame. No.
Well, see, but I would just say may take advantage of a pre-verbal slot and then make the English translation clear that it's something extra. It's a light focus. Oh my gosh, that's wonderful.
It's a dry focus. It's a focus, but a dry focus.
Like all good wines.
Light focus. Here's what the contrast might be translated as. No.
Oh, Logan says topic equals old info. Focus equals new info.
Okay. Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
That does make sense.
Okay. Here's an example. That's enough. So let's take these and then delete those and copy. Beep.
I'm excited to see how we translate this. It's a light focus. I think I have a mosquito bite on my wrist, and that's unfortunate.
We just had our first reported ever case of West Nile virus.
Really?
Yeah.
This year?
Yeah. Last week in our city.
So like the pandemic wasn't enough for you? You guys had to like bring West Nile?
Yeah. We got it all in SoCal.
Wow. Okay. Miscellaneous. CCBime.
Oh, but you know what? That should be second, shouldn't it?
It is sweetly that the rabbit is singing.
That's like too much. This is so much easier.
Sweetly the rabbit is singing.
This is so much easier to demonstrate with other types of adverbs. For example, like the rabbit is singing today versus today the rabbit is singing. Whereas like in English, I don't know, that second one sounds really super awkward. Like it's just not something that you would say.
The second one. By the second one?
I mean,
you mean on the actual translations over here?
Yes.
I see what you're saying.
The
okay.
English is unusual. Whereas saying something like...
I thought you meant that today the rabbit is singing sounds horribly awkward in English. And I was like, no, that's just fine for me.
No.
I see what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know if we can make an equivalent statement like this, because I think that most English speakers would look at that second one and say, there are very few instances where I would ever say that. Whereas I feel like mislen CCBME. I'm sorry, mislen CCBME, it would be more common in Engala.
Well, one suggestion by two different people at the same time was sweetly singeth the rabbit. Mike and Logan like typed that at the same time.
It's too much. I have to write.
And then George says, could you construct a contrastive context? Because George says that in general, I lost it. He thinks of focus as like a contrastive focus, though he's sure there's other types. Like if we had like two different options for adverbs there, and you know, it's like this rabbit is singing this rabbit is singing fluffily. We don't have very many options to choose from for our
That's actually
strangely. It could be strangely. So like, you know, strangely sings this rabbit, that rabbit sings sweetly.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, nobody has noticed what I've done here.
Well, now I'm staring. What have you done? Ye sweetly singeth ye rabbit.
I could actually, not that. Could actually throw that boy in there.
That boy. Where are we throwing that boy?
Here.
Oh, I love a good thorn.
Okay. Here, maybe. Here is a slightly more complex example. Okay. How do you say that?
Oof.
And this.
We have. One moment, please. I almost popped off with a minutiae that, but that is not what we want. Do you want distal visible or not visible?
And
do you want a determiner or a pronoun?
You know, I want a determiner. Give me whatever that you please, and then give me this. So what's your that?
I'm gonna do las.
Las. Mislen sisibe lasime. Mu is our word for and for clauses, correct?
That sounds correct.
And what is our word? No, give me this first. What is this? What?
E.
Just
that? The letter I.
Really?
E.
Oh, okay.
Ime.
A little awkward, but okay. And now I need the word for strange.
Oh, police.
What?
Police.
Really? Okay.
Really?
Okay. That rabbit.
And yes, mu is our
and this
form.
rabbit.
And let me double check the spelling on police. I think it's just P-O-L-I-S. Yeah, P-O-L-I-S.
Okay, so this works to demonstrate, I think, but now I really want a word that is focusing on the contrast as opposed to the similarity. In other words, I want a word for but. By the way, I'm just, even though I'm seeing live video on my thing, I'm not seeing any comments. It's stopped at Joey Openshaw's pharyngealized glottal fricative, and that's it. I don't see anything after that.
Really? Oh, we've gotten all sorts of markers. Oh, and Juniper says, you know, if you're going to use the thorn, make sure singeth ends in a thorn instead of th. Be consistent. Goodness.
How about that?
There we I think go. I'm waiting for it to update.
Just you wait. Just you wait and see what I did.
You can't do a theta and a thorn. No. You could do an ev and a theta, or an ev and a thorn.
It's a sound change. Thorn goes to theta before thorn. It's dissimilation.
I'm just shaking my head at you. Anyway.
Okay, there we go.
Anyway.
I've reloaded our chat, so hopefully I'm gonna see. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna look up mu real quick.
It coordinates clauses. It means and. It comes
Comes
from
from root.
M-U-N.
Under.
And that means root. Also means under, below, or before.
I think we should have a word that means but, because I want to use it here.
Oh, and Logan, you're absolutely right. The theta could be a final letter form, and the thorn an initial letter form. I mean, we had different S's for a while, so.
Yeah. Wait.
I think I hear Meridian. Super quietly.
Oh, man. I'm not going to be able to find
Well,
it.
are you trying to be fancy over there?
I was going to put a capital sigma, but I forgot what the key code for it was.
Not that. Where does but usually come from?
You don't need one, no. For two reasons. One, this could actually be what you're saying, and two, you don't necessarily need it. But first of all, the and that we have implies it implies ordering. That's the whole reason that we got it from under. It implies first this, then that. I would just like a different word, like against.
Did we? No, we didn't have that.
Yeah, Russian has a word that means and but at the same time. It's and it just kind of depends on how you use it. I can't even describe the use, but after a while it makes sense. Anyway. Kind of like this idea, though. Come on.
Oh, there it is. I was looking for that applesauce project. Yes, the capital sigma is option W. I mean, now that you've done all sorts of weird things. Okay, but going back, sorry, against. Now that you're spiffying up.
I like that, but that's pretty good.
It's like the math sigma, so it's written below the line, which is interesting.
It's its own drop cap.
Oh man.
Okay. All right.
All right. So Prince says the Greek word for but comes from other, if not mistaken. Alex says perhaps something from face, like facing could also mean against. And I think that's the suggestions, yes. How's the game going?
Oh, Phoenix is still it's still doing well.
And then Mike says, could it come from listen with an exclamation point? Listen!
Okay. May occur either.
We actually don't have listen. We do have hear. And then there's, is hearing listening? I've lost you.
Prepositional phrase. Sorry, I want to make sure that I get this down. And these will generally occur after the main arguments.
Mike clarifies, like, this rabbit sings great. Listen! The other one's just awful. And what's even great is that our word for to hear is low, And so it would be like, lo,
I
and
wish
behold.
I wish that we had a word like meanwhile, and I also wish that we would use that in English when doing comparison like this.
Meanwhile.
These muffins are great. Meanwhile, the ones that you sent.
Not so wonderful.
Oh yeah, look at that. Eternal coming in with the
And Juniper, right now, all we have in terms of locational adverbs are the here and there, which are from our demonstrative forms, which literally come from like this place or that place.
Yeah, let's actually do that. Let's actually do the examples because we might as well. Just give me one of those.
Iwa means here.
What is it?
Iwa.
Iwa. IWA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you could have lazwa or sugwa.
The rabbit is singing here. Iwa. Sisibeime. Here,
And Dark Horse says at some point we can have at the stump with sweetness the rabbit sings. All the adverbs.
Yeah. All right. And then let's do. Yeah, that's fine.
That's nice.
All right.
And George says we could also get but from maybe. Not very concrete. Also, I don't think we have a word for maybe, but good to know. This rabbit folk sing grand. Lo, yonder rabbit folk do terrible much disappoint. Thank you, Mike. And if you can see in the comments, Eternal has a petition to change how you wrote singeth. S-Y, Engma, G, Grav, Mark, and then an Ev. In that font, the Ev looks like a fancy Ev, but getting close to my screen, it's just an Ev.
This is.
And Juniper, here and there are kind of interesting forms in English. We have them listed as adverbial in our document, and so that was our intention for this language. Of course, in English, they can take on very pronoun-y type things by doing things that pronouns can, like she left the book in here, where normally you'd expect something nouny there. But for our language, we had them defined as adverbial, so.
I struggled to come up with the appropriate terminology for this, but we used sentence finally as a kind of topicalization.
And then we need words for like now and then. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're back. Okay, we momentarily went offline.
How much?
But we're back. Maybe it was just my computer?
Maybe. I certainly didn't sense anything. Anybody else anything?
I swear, I went to our hold screen with our logo. Okay, Ragdoll.
Mike said there was a freeze. Alex says it was
okay,
really short.
Yeah, okay.
3
Just
seconds.
a little blip. Okay,
All
okay.
Right.
Okay, so we do need words for like now and then, though. We don't otherwise have any temporal adverbs in our language, do we?
I don't think that we do.
Ningala.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, and Juniper, no, they actually don't for those adverbial forms, and they don't derive from verbs. And in fact, the iwa and then the other forms, the sugwa and the laswa, are derived from like a compound form of like this, so that demonstrative followed by place, and or well, whole was really the word. Wa was our word for whole. So like this whole became grammaticalized to mean here. So that's where they're from. And so, yeah, no, they're not quite like the adjectives in Lingala, because you wouldn't really be able to use them as verbs.
Which ones?
The adverbs, the iwa and laswa.
Oh, no, you couldn't use those as verbs.
So they're not like the adjectives.
Yeah.
I was just trying to think and make sure I didn't.
Right. So before getting to this thorny butt issue, let's do at least now. Let's just create a word for now, because I think that can be basic.
Uh-huh. And you just want, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
I just needed a moment. Do you just want it to be a root on its own, or did you want it to be derived from?
No, let's just do it. Let's do a root on its own. Let's have it look nothing like E, it's because it's or la or anything like that. So no I, no L.
So no Lily. I was looking at our names to be added. We do have Tony.
And but on the other hand, Lee, and then you could do Lily to me right now.
Oh, that is kind of cute.
Oh, that's hard to say no to. Somebody talk me down. I really want to do this.
Well, I'm not going to talk you down because it's so darn cute. So sorry.
Yeah. No.
Oh, and that is yours. That's right.
No,
and
no,
you could
Lilia
be a very
Garvin.
common word.
You're not going to exist someday. You're going to exist right now.
Literally. Lily.
It's your tomorrow. Come on, it's everything. Anybody?
Sorry. And all I could start thinking was that was borderline the Goonies speech. It's our time. And no, we don't have a Lily yet. It is, however, something that we have been talking about because this has been one of our roots that we have needed to put in. And so Lily has come up many times. But now, otherwise known as Lee,
yeah,
we're actually going to get it. And I'm going to put now on the English side. I'm going to enter it there. Question.
Yes.
What would you prefer? Would you prefer me to just say now and define it as both Lee and Lily, C entry? Or would you prefer me to actually have a right now entry?
I usually throw in right now.
Right now?
I usually do. I feel it's an important thing.
Okay. Good. So now we have, now I can't stop saying the words. Right now and now. Lily. Ah! I do like that. Okay.
All right.
Oh, that's right, Logan. I do know the Goonies. I know it quite well, so I get a pass on Labyrinth.
Nope.
How about a temporary injunction, as Logan says, perhaps?
Yeah, I'll give you a week to watch Labyrinth. But, like, that's it.
I tried. That was horrible.
Okay. Beep.
Oh, now I need to add put that in our dictionary. We have that one done. Yay! Hurrah! Okay. We've got that. All right. Oh, Veronica. I'm going to have so many movies to watch, apparently. Adding on Dark Crystal. I don't even know that one, I don't think. I do know Never-Ending Story. It's been so long since I've seen it.
Dark Crystal is another Jim Henson Muppet one from the 80s. I don't like it as much. I think I've probably seen it all the way through once. And then I've seen the other version, so it was pretty wild. They had these bad guys, and in the original cut, they didn't actually have them speak at all. They just had them make these horrible like noises, and no subtitles. So like you just didn't know what they were saying at all. And then in the movie release version, they actually do speak. And I think that was probably done because they thought, hey, well, maybe people aren't going to be able to follow it as much. I like it much better when they don't speak, actually. Much more menacing. I still haven't seen Legend. That's a really... I should see that. Also, for Never-Ending Story, I know I mentioned this before, but the book is outstanding. Outstanding. Like, it's better than most books. Definitely way better than the movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can take that. I'll have to think about that. Better than most books.
I would.
My beloved books over here.
Look, I would take it over Moby Dick, and I love Moby Dick.
So Dark Horse is asking if we're going to end up having a distal and proximal.
Yeah, my guess is probably not. I mean, maybe. It depends how we eventually get to those words for then. I was neatly leaving them aside because we can always just have a word that means now and leave it at that. And it's not a part of any type of structure.
Doesn't our word for and mean the and then kind of thing?
Yeah, but do you think you could just use it like that? As an adverb?
I would always have to say, well, I mean, like if it were introducing, even, without saying one thing, just say and then whatever. Maybe. Not.
Well, but like, how would you say something like, and I will be happy then? No, and then I will be happy. Come on, that's ridiculous. No, you're right. Okay. I don't know. Huh.
Why do we need? It's also hard because in English we overuse then.
Yeah.
To the point where it really doesn't mean much in English, but in other languages it sure does. And so trying to like wrap my head around what we would necessarily want for us. I'm not on the right page. Where are my adverbs? There they are. Okay. So we've gotten examples for everything, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we're done with that.
Did we need anything else in that section?
No. I mean, are we just going to leave this?
Singeth?
Sweetly singeth the rabbit.
Hey, rabbit. And Arturo says we should invent a word for hello, and you're absolutely right. At some point we should. At some point.
Yeah.
When we're ready.
Hang on. Hold on. This is the last thing I gotta do, I swear. There.
Waiting for it to show. Oh. That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's looking like a con workshop conline.
This is the orthography. Although, no, you have to have a hat check and the circumflex. You got to have both in there.
Actually,
like that S needs to have the hat check, and then an E needs to have a hat on. Then you can have a full conlang orthography. Until then, sorry.
Just, oh, even better.
Oh, Veronica, I'm going to disappoint you major. I've never seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Hey, me either.
Oh, good. Okay, so then we'll both be disappointing.
Yeah, we gotta watch it sometime. I had a very good friend, or I have a very good friend, and his family, like, he was like the youngest of 12 children. And so it's like in the early 90s, when we were 12, his older brother was like 24, and that was his next youngest brother. And so you can imagine his parents were even older, and much more staid, and they were from the Midwest. And yet they had a tradition where every Thanksgiving the entire family got together and watched the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
It's a cult classic for people who watch it and like it. Like, that's why they can still show it at theaters around the country, and people still show up in full costume and things like that.
Yeah, we have to see it one day.
And let's see, just a second. Oh, George says maybe they could greet each other with "Is your hole safe?" Or "What's up, Doc?" Logan says maybe just a shrill screeching noise. I feel like that was your yesterday mood. Shrill screeching noise for everything.
Oh.
And Eternal says we could use a win for a W if you really want to go there.
Oh, hello with a W. What? We could do that. But since you just said something and reminded me, Matisse, I sent you a message a long time ago. You have a word that you would like to be in Ingala, and I said it had an R in it, and I said, well, obviously there's no R in this. Can I change it to an L? Is that okay? And you never responded. So this is your chance. You're here. Is that okay?
So Matisse, directly to you.
Yeah.
Can we change the R to an L? And maybe today we can get that word in.
Yeah. Anyway,
okay.
let's take a little.
Matisse
Okay,
says go
good.
for it.
All right, good. We can check that one off the list. Can we get rid of these?
Go for it.
Can we get rid of these prepositions?
Oh shoot! Let me get back to the window. Get rid of I mean, if you're ready to say goodbye to that list as our reminder of words, then yes, because they're in the dictionary. It's really just like if we wanted to create more prepositions and remind ourselves what they are and why.
Oh, I see. I see what you've done
here. It could be helpful.
I usually don't do this, but I guess we could. But I'm gonna get rid of the color.
It's helpful to me to see the collection together to know what my choices are, especially whenever I need to translate something, because I'd like to know, well, what are all of my preposition choices? Because if there's a limit, with prepositions there is usually a limited set. I like to know what I can use to try to figure out how I would translate something.
Okay.
So did I just officially add a section to our grammar?
Yeah, I guess. I need to...
And you're so happy about it.
Yeah, I'm just thrilled. I need to... hold on.
But you need to David it up?
I need to make it so that it makes sense to me. Hold on.
And we need to take out the not in and not X. We don't have
No!
those, so.
I didn't mean that. Hold on. Oh, I see what's happening. I see. There we go. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to move that there. Good. And we're going to get rid of that column, and we will have essive here, a lot of here, flative.
Well, and Mateus, just as a reminder,
Delete that column. Don't need that.
you can still obviously change your mind if you do come up with another option before we actually add your word in. So that is something. I don't know why I said as a reminder at the beginning. I think you would know that.
Yeah. Oh, no, I can't take that phone call right now. I'm sorry. My good friend Corey is calling, and I will talk to him later. He is, he's one of the people I go to metal concerts with. It's so nice to have a friend that I can go to heavy metal concerts with. Because, you know, it's like otherwise you're just going by yourself. You can't just ask a friend, like, hey, do you want to go to this concert? Like with another random like rock band, sure, but like not a metal concert. It's gotta be somebody that, you know, that understands. Inside.
And also while you're doing that, well then
Yeah.
Mateus, in that case, I think just switching the R to the L is a great option. It's going to be a lovely word, and no more need to think too much about it, because who needs more on their plate?
Okay, so Z top, why not? And Lucy on to
Do you want me to start like taking them off the list when you put them on?
oh dear. No. Lean use. I mean, so the thing is, like, this doesn't work 100%, which is fine. That was kind of the way that we designed it. But it does make the text above not super 100% true.
Yeah. Well, that was when it was true. We can take that sentence out. I just wanted there to be a bullet point to match everything else in the document.
Got it. Okay, so beyond, and then Luchai beyond. I kind of like those.
That'll be good.
And then we'll format table, merge. How do you merge? Merge cells.
You should right click, right?
I don't think you
or double click.
Sometimes I don't think you can get it with a right click.
Oh, okay.
And then we're gonna fill that with dark gray. Good. Okay. Oh, and then we have, I mean, the comitative doesn't really fit with this.
And Arturo did ask if we're going to make a distinction between off and out. And I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know. Arturo says that teaching the difference to Spanish speakers is very difficult. And that's an interesting, off and out.
Let's see. Where does this come from? Linea and Linu and Linus. Oh, this is leaving the stomach of, and this is just leaving, right? Or maybe it's leaving the face of.
Yes, but I think it's leaving the face.
Yeah, leaving the face of.
Yeah. And so that would be probably the closest distinction.
Yeah. So, could do leaving the top of. But and do we have all of these things entered in the dictionary so that we have their etymologies?
Are you going to stay on that screen so that way I don't have to remember what all of them are?
Yeah.
Marvelous, because I think so, but I would sure hate to say yes and then delete them.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Ah is good, and ajayi is good.
Certainly
And
that
then
one
we're
is
on to
good.
the L's, where all of them reside.
Mm.
All right, so we have Lushu. We have that origin. Lu. How do we not have Lu in here?
We don't.
Okay, unless I'm just not seeing it. No, Lu is not in here. But we do have Luzi. We have Lushu. And we have Linya and Linyus. We have everything but Lu. And Lu came from to see, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Like I swear I must be staring at it and just not seeing it, but it's really not here. Okay, so we have Lu. I'm adding it, by the way.
Okay, cool.
It comes from Lucy, preposition, and that one just meant to, right?
Yes, two towards.
Okay, and then we have Lu Chai. We have that one, and I think I read all the other L's.
Yeah, so we have Luzi.
Yes. And then we do have Z, and Us is the last one, I believe.
Yeah.
We have that one. Okay, so we now have them all.
And we had Linyus and Linya, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now,
We were just missing Lu.
yeah, this isn't necessarily because Dark Horse is actually making some interesting recommendations for prepositions. This isn't necessarily the end, but you know, we're just kind of like setting this up for right now, so it's in the grammar and it's there. Really, the only way that you could tell, like if you actually need this, is if you really start doing some heavy translating, and really start getting in there, and you have to ask yourself the question. Am I happy with what we have? Like, you know, this is what I would need to do to translate this, given the words that we have. And am I really happy with that, or do I really believe that they would actually want something else?
Right.
Anyway. Yeah, and so like Arturo was talking about away from the top of. We can certainly have one for getting off of, but the question is, do we need that distinction? Or is this good enough? Certainly the etymology suggests itself. It would be something like, you know, Linyuzi, Lindsay,
Right.
I don't know, something like that. But the question is if we need it or not, or if we would just be happy with some of the options that we already have in translating. So anyway, let me, what's all this stuff? What's this? Is this just notes?
Are you talking about my footnotes?
No, okay, hold on. So here we have, all right, we're gonna.
Oh, that's for the orthography for the glyphs.
Okay.
I just wanted to leave that in there until you actually had the orthography done, just in case we needed it noted somewhere.
Okay, so we're going from the beginning here. By the way, even though I don't necessarily like these colors, I like the idea of using colors like this. It's cool.
What's that? It looks like a holiday chart.
It does a little bit. I would prefer the red to be darker. I don't know.
Oh, but if you make it too dark, it's really difficult to quickly see, yeah, the difference between like the black and the red.
By the way, I still don't know. I still don't know what like a nice red apple would look like to a rabbit. You know?
Oh, that is a good question. feel like that is an important thing. I don't know why, though. I also, by the way, don't think we have a word for turnip. And do you remember at one point you were talking about all these magical turnips and trying to be like, wouldn't you want to go into that cave? And we don't have a word for turnip. I just want to point that out.
Whoa. We certainly do need a word for turnip. Yeah, we need
How about kasali? Kalima?
Kalima is a good word for turnip.
Tony.
I like that.
I like that.
Yeah. Alright, good. Wait, what's the sizing on this? I thought that was 10 point. Get out of here with your 10-point font. Let's be proud.
Wait. I swear I'm behind. Where do you have a 10-point font? Are you talking about, in the table?
Yeah, I'm just scrolling down right now. Taking a look, taking stock. Good. Okay, yeah, we have these, this out in the middle of nowhere. I guess we'll just leave it. It doesn't 100% work, but it's good enough.
Oh, do you want the full version from the post? You saw my full version, right?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
All patrons, make sure you read the epic short novel that I wrote about the reduplication process. And I've updated and made much more specific so my brain can understand.
Did we,
Oh, you're right, Dark Horse. Under would be part of the prepositions.
Yeah.
I temporarily forgot about that one, but you're absolutely right that we did create under/underneath was moon. I guess that's why you don't have a list of prepositions, huh?
Yeah, because it just keeps going. And if we have moon, it makes sense that Moon would exist. But it's a type of thing where maybe if people aren't using it enough, they won't keep using it because it's so peripheral. But certainly at some point in time, Moon would exist. You throw it in there. Yeah, just if you could put Moon in the dictionary, I'll add it to this list.
And that would mean like under, but the sense that we're actively going under.
Yeah, to under. Like to the underside of.
And then would we have out from under?
I mean, theoretically we could, but I'm not sure we should. But this makes more sense though, because they burrow. And then, of course,
I'm making sure that I have.
Let's see.
Moon. Lucy plus moon.
We still don't have that word for cat. All right.
Okay. Curiosity. Why is Lushu not stressed on the second, but everything else is?
Let's go take a look. So I know that it's Lucius. It comes from Lucius. And then we decided that the final S would drop off.
Mm.
Well, what it suggests is that...
I tried the tongue trick and it made me sneeze this time.
Did you feel it though? Didn't it work?
Oh my goodness.
See? But you didn't have to wait around.
Whew. That's true. It wasn't shy this time. I almost told you I was going to sneeze, and I thought I'd better not. Otherwise, you're going to make me not sneeze again, and it'll just be there forever.
But now we're on even footing. We both sneezed.
And thank you, everyone. I feel blessed. Okay. Back to what we were saying.
Um,
Oh, and you defined it as to the underside of.
yeah. So really, what I was saying is that if you look at these prepositions, it suggests that the ones that I put in red came later than the first two.
Okay.
And I am okay with that.
Okay.
You raise an incredibly valid point. It's so valid, it makes me slightly ashamed. Because it should probably be Lucius. But we're going to keep it. I'm just going to say that these are later. I mean, from the meaning perspective, it makes sense that these would be later than the first two. But yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? That's all right. Bibluridian is gone at this point, so we can do whatever we want.
Oh, I forgot to actually change the IPA for Lumon. It is not pronounced Lushu.
Yeah. Did we ever come up with that word that was kind of like oh no, he's there. Unbelievable.
Why, hello.
We're never gonna live this down.
Oh, I am. I'm sure that's not the worst I've ever said.
Oh. Weema. That's all I gotta say. I was gonna ask.
Weema wait. Okay.
Did we ever do anything for something like the negation of a nominal? So like.
No, because remember I wanted it to come from like, or sorry. No. Yes, to come from like, because like a cannonball.
Oh.
Not a can. Yeah.
So we still haven't done that. We still.
It's in our notes, and
Where?
In the top.
Because yeah, we're gonna need to do that now, otherwise, you know.
It is somewhere.
By the way, I think for me, as we settle into this, it's going to be Kopiko time. I got a new bag. I want you to see what some little cat has done to the corner. I don't know which one.
Oh, thank goodness it stopped. The damage stopped there.
I don't know which one, but I know exactly which one. Roman.
Ooh. Yes, okay, I have highlighted it in the notes section if you want to see it. Let me find my Kopiko lives in a unicorn mug.
What? Really? Really? Oh, nice.
There it is. That's right. Embrace your inner unicorn, everyone. Or your unicorn, whatever you have, embrace it.
Kopiko, not a meteor.
But yeah, so in our notes though, we do have use negation as like for similarity. Of course, the example sentence that we have in English, we don't have any of the words except for stump and rabbit, but we have that. Ooh, ragdoll, you have a unicorn mug too. That's exciting. I know I got one bag. I only let myself eat one Kopiko a week, and so I'm still on the bag that David sent me.
Nice. By the way, when you said like you had your Kopiko here and you hold up a cup, I thought you were saying like, here's my Kopiko. It's actually just a cup of coffee.
I feel like I need a cup of coffee, so That would not be a bad idea, except for the fact that I'd have to leave the live stream to go make coffee. And that doesn't seem like a good idea.
Do you drink analog, regular coffee?
If you're asking if I drink my coffee straight up black, yeah, I do.
No, but you drink coffee, period.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Like daily?
Every morning.
Holy smoke.
Almost an entire pot by myself every morning.
I don't drink it at all. Let's steer clear of that. Okay. So, okay, let's talk about not then, because we should take care of that. We should.
And Veronica, I wondered the same thing. What would digital coffee be? The analog version, I assumed, was just coffee.
I mean, digital coffee is essentially what I drink. Where I don't know if you've seen the Simpsons episode where they're making lemonade. They take a lemon and they put 2 drops in, and then they just start pouring sugar in. That's me and coffee.
No. I need the real stuff. And Mateus, I like tea too. That's wonderful. Okay. So we need like for similarity / negation.
Huh. Because I almost want to make it based on this one. Lenfa becoming limhe.
You want another L?
No, I don't, but I like the meaning of it. You know?
Meaning to leave?
Yeah. And so like I drink coffee, not tea. I drink coffee leaving tea.
Oh. So take away my like.
No. No. I think you got it mixed up. Like isn't being used for not. Not is being used for like.
Ah. There we go. We got it. Okay. Well, I like the idea. You get it? I like the idea.
Yeah.
I mean, that's okay. Rabbits like L's. English has sounds it likes too. We'll do some more L's. I do like that idea, like leaving it.
Let's start with this. Leaned limhe. Let's start with that. I'm going to say a hard no to that, Arturo, even though I don't know. Okay, I'm going to go up to the notes where we have that note. Oh, we also have not one. So yeah, not one could work if we had a word for not, but
we don't, yeah.
We had this word, leaned, lean. Hey, that's the, wow, really?
What was the NG?
I guess my keyboard is too far away from the sensor. There. We've got this word. It's definitely a mouthful. Linglimhe.
That is a mouthful.
Linglimhe. Okay. And so the question is, could that thing shorten up enough that it essentially becomes a little preposition?
first thing I thought was Lily. But no, we will not do that again. But something like lean. Oh, please don't sneeze while I have a Kopiko in my mouth. To talk myself out of it. But something like lean pili would be, right? Because the stress would be up front.
Mm-hmm.
Would there be secondary stress on the me?
Maybe.
Because if there is, then, well, that would just be lean hay all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mateus is saying maybe like lindi, alk, lime. Arturo suggests lime as well. I think I'm good, Lilia. Just got the allergies today, and I won't choke on the Kopiko. I would just spit it out would be the problem, and I don't want to waste a good Kopiko if I sneeze with it in my mouth. Linme. Something. Any of those. Tangai asks if it can be lime perfective and mime imperfective. I think though, like this, we're turning it into a preposition, so it wouldn't have perfective and imperfective anymore. So we're trying to figure out how to take limpe, which is a big word, and shorten it to just be a preposition. The ice cream truck is back.
Cacabiasas. Cacabiasas edulu. Cacabiasas edulu. Edulu. Ime. Man.
If we had 3 syllables, like lilime would be what I would go for.
That doesn't make any sense. Okay, I think we need to go with another word, something else that's similar to this. It's just not going to work. It's too similar
to everything else.
Yeah, we need another word. It doesn't necessarily need to be one that we have. It's just got to be something. Does anybody?
Well, and we had done some from nouns, right? Like, could we explore a noun that?
I guess this is just so simple. It works so well.
Right. Okay. Alk says maybe being far from. Now I'm reading through some of our other verb options also.
See, because there's leaving, there's dropping, but dropping is a causative off of fall, and we don't really have that. Spitting. But no, that's too agentive. The thing that's so great about leaving is that it's unaccusative. No, G's can't be initial in Ingala.
gathering. Yeah, we don't really have anything. Exit. Oh, that's the same word, isn't it?
Same word.
To exit is the same as to leave. All right, so Mateus says maybe forgetting.
Yeah, then you're stuck with the problem of coming up with a word for forget.
Mm-hmm.
And also how its argument structure is going to work.
Why did leave have to be such a good verb?
Yeah.
Yummy. We do have hold. We have both chuya and yummy for hold. Like I'm holding it for later. So I'm not doing anything with it, but I'm holding it. Like saving it. To push. That's a little bit agentive, though.
I think Jasmine is right. We may think about moving in a nominal direction. But I keep thinking of things we've already used, like shadow. You know, I do this in the shadow of that.
Right.
On the other hand, because the only prepositions that we have are ajai, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Luchai and ajai.
Luchai and ajai.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ajai means beyond, then. We use that? This is kind of a strange way to think about it. But, like, if you wanted to say, like, I ate an apple, not a banana, you actually could say I ate an apple beyond a banana.
Interesting. That, to me, to the way my brain is thinking about it, that would mean I ate both of them.
Well,
like I went one apple beyond the banana.
I ate an apple in the shadow of a banana.
So I left the banana there. It's creating a shadow. And I ate the apple.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a shadow anymore.
Right.
And so we are actually creating nominal negation. It's just going to be coming from the same place as like a prepositional thing.
Yeah.
And it's going to it'll be before the noun.
This is a little strange. This is a little tough, but we could just do chai from Charlie and have that just be negation. And then the prepositions for beyond would have been later innovations using the same source.
And if that were if that were it, then that would make sense why the Ajay and Luce needed something extra added onto it, because they were later.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the left behind thing, I don't know how that would really be differentiated from leaving.
This also works, though. This also works. I am semi-tempted to put this to a vote. Let me go up to the notes and show you what I'm thinking.
Logan, I hope you're still here. Do rabbits, like gerbils, save food in their cheeks? Like save it for later? Because then it could be at the cheek of. Because it's like, you know, I didn't do anything with it. It's waiting. I left it there. I'm so excited about this, but David's face is so nut.
No, that's a.
I don't know if Logan's still here.
That's another good idea. That would need to be a new word.
Oh man! Oh, Logan is still here. Logan's bunnies have never done that, but the internet will be consulted.
It's awkward, but we can have that, right?
We can have Nimhe?
Yeah.
Oh, Nye?
Yeah, we can have that.
Yeah, we have the
Nye.
and Nye.
Yeah. So, these are my two ideas here. Both of these would be prepositions. Theory behind, I'll just put this, and then this is,
Oh, well, my online sources say that while cheek stuffing is associated with rodents, rabbits do it too.
Hmm.
And I would also like you to know that one of the questions that came up on Google, so I investigated, was how do rabbits say sorry? And this article says they apologize by touching heads.
Whoa.
If the rabbits groom each other after touching heads, the apology has been accepted.
Oh, I like that. Okay, we need to.
Rabbits are usually keen to make amends, but can be stubborn about doing so. A rabbit can hold a grudge for a few hours, or even many days. Just, wanted you to know that.
Excellent. Okay, so how would we, just to give us this third option, how would we turn this into a verb meaning? Like a verb meaning, to squirrel away food in the cheek, or to save, or something like that.
Can you just cheek the food?
Yeah, I was going to say that. We're not doing that much, are we? In our language, are we zero deriving nouns into verbs?
Right. And I'm trying to think what we had done that with. I think though I know we've done verbs zero derived to nouns. We do have one derivation to be clear that it's a quality associated with it, but I'm trying to think if we had others that were zero derived, meaning a verb and a noun for which one came first.
I could almost say that that could be its own thing just because they're rabbits, if it's common enough. I mean, certainly with a squirrel it would be common enough. But it's like, you know, how do you put it? Like, it could be as common as swallowing or chewing, right? If it was storing, at least if it was squirrels. Now, rabbits do it, but
Right.
is it common enough to be its own verb?
That is a good question. Because, yeah, it would obviously be much more common for squirrels and mice, so we could be the mouse language.
Yeah.
They would see their friends, the mice, doing it. So far, I haven't run across any verb and noun entries together. I think we were just kind of assuming the verb could be zero derived into like a noun form, kind of like a gerund type situation.
I think I am willing to go out on this limb and say that to save is its own thing.
Okay.
And so because if we do it like this, then the thing that is the absolute argument is the thing that's saved, right? So yeah, let's do this. It's going to be hard to, you know what? No, we need this verb anyway, whether this thing wins or not. So let's go ahead and do it.
Right.
So
and also Logan gave confirmation that they don't need to store food in their cheeks, but they are capable of doing it, and the internet confirms other people's rabbits do it. And Mate's a head bump, you know, you just bump your heads.
Yeah, you
cute
kind
little
of
tap tap.
Yeah, you kind of do that with your head.
And what we are saying is that in spirit, the rabbits are like their friends, the mice. Yes.
Okay.
Eternal says, headbutt is sorry, not sorry. Okay, so I think I'm caught up mostly here. Okay.
It's funny that we have butt head and head butt, where both of the times the stress is on butt.
That's really interesting.
English is
terrible.
terrible.
The stress? He headbutted me. Headbutt. Headbutt. Where's the stress?
Oh. No, butt head.
I have it on the first. I have it on headbutt.
No, you're right. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking.
Oh, you had me wondering. Okay.
That was only contrastive stress. That's not real stress.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay. All right. So we have a ch. We have an n. Let's get something different.
We have some more words. We have Tony.
Could do that.
And we have Solane.
Oh, well, why not? After all, we talked about it today. Let's do it. Okay, it'll be like that. Modern form will be Solen. And then Son. 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 Probably Son. Son. What do you think? Swen or Son? Son.
Son. I oh, to maintain the l. So.
No, the L's just disappearing. L's just getting railroaded over.
Right, but the spirit of it is there if you have a what in there.
Is it?
I feel the spirit.
It's not.
It's there.
No, I think everybody's with me on this one. I think it's got to be sewn. All right. Sorry.
Oh, that's so sad because I like Swan, but sewn.
Arturo. All right. Yeah. There we go. Okay. All right. So let's. This will be our poll. Figure that out.
Okay.
And then, so this will mean night. This will mean not, and it will also mean like, because we're definitely going to do that. Done. Fine. Okay. No, we it wouldn't retain the vowel length. We haven't been doing that. Okay, so let's with the time we have left, let's take a look here. Okay.
Oh, actually, while you're taking a look,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put Solon in the dictionary.
Good idea. Good idea.
I have to remember how to do plural. Plural would just be toe, right?
What? No, Solon's a verb.
Oh, I thought we were making it a noun meaning cheek. I had it wrong.
Oh. No. I meant to just do a verb, a nice verb.
Save.
Yeah, to save.
Mm-hmm. Let me enter that correctly. In which case, now I need to remember all my reduplication.
L's are clear. Definitely not dark in this language. La 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 la.
Oh, this is sad. I have to open up my cheat sheet. Oh, I didn't mean new. No, I need to open. Okay. What are you, are you looking at the derivations right now?
It's Setzolen, isn't it?
Oh, I was just gonna open up my cheat sheet, but yeah, I mean, I believe you.
I think anyway. Or do we have any other? Are there no S verbs? No, there's sive, but no, I think it's Setzolen, right? Because the N makes it a t. Pretty sure. Here, let's give it a shot. Setzolen. Oh, but do we save that N? Let's look at other N final verbs.
Wouldn't the N be reduced completely because it's at the end of an unstressed syllable, so the L would actually
no.
be maintained?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
The N is always staying as far as I am seeing. Yep, it'd stay there too.
Even in a two-syllable?
So it's Sinsolen.
Oh, seen with...
And with a T. Deep.
Oh, and a T?
Yeah, Sinsolen. And then we can... Ah!
I'll move my cursor.
There we go. Sinsolen.
All right. My reduplication strategies still need work.
Oh no. Somebody has pointed out something that is absolutely correct.
What's that?
It's coming out as Solon. Oh boy. Matisse, we need your help. So, if in order to make this work, it's got to be this, which is gigantic. This doesn't seem like a plausible protoform. So, can it be Solon, or do we need to do something different with this word and just choose a different word?
Because we do have others, so like.
Yeah.
Don't want you to feel.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
That is a good question, Arturo. How is sued possible as a protoform?
That's not right. Isn't it? It's supposed to be a T. Isn't it? I thought it was supposed to be a T.
It would have to be.
Just making sure. Oh, sorry.
But then wouldn't it be like su quoi instead of su quoi?
Yeah, it is a T. Sorry. Okay, yeah, let's do something else. Let's do a different form for this verb then. And we can have some sort of a prefix that's like so we can have so then.
Okay.
Let's see. Sutua. Nope, sugwa.
Oh. Oh, and it's still coming out with a G? Okay.
Yep. So yeah, I just miswrote the protoform.
Okay. Okay. So we also have we have Kalima, Cassidy, and Tony.
Tony, I think is the one. Let's do that. Did you already change the number of words we had in the S's?
Not yet.
Okay, good. Tony and then Todoni, right?
Yes.
Oh, actually.
Got that sheet updated. Okay. All right, and then we took away that S. You're typing in the T's, and I'll put the English. Oh, Tindoni.
Yeah.
I give up on reduplication.
At least I think.
Just when I think I have it.
I'm pretty sure.
Is.
Yeah, Tindoni.
Do we need to have a secondary meaning, like to reserve, so that way we don't think later when we see it, like that it means rescue?
Yeah, we gotta have to reserve. That's from the practice. And squirreling only has one L, right?
I think so. Being, yes. If you were British, it would have two.
That's a nice idea. Let's add that.
Oh. No, I'm good. I'm gonna survive.
Should that also be to remember, or because I know that to keep in mind is different from to remember. Probably has a bunch of different meanings.
Oh, to keep in mind, to remember, yeah.
Yeah, that'll get us there. I think this is going to be the case where the word is used in a number of different ways. This will get us there. This will be enough.
So I need to add to remember.
Yeah. Well, I actually didn't put to remember.
On the English side, is it okay if I did?
No.
Dang it.
Sorry. Do to keep in mind. That'll be good enough.
Keep in mind? Okay.
Yeah.
We don't have a single K.
Still?
Well, just now we do. To keep in mind.
We don't have any J's either. Okay.
Interesting.
All right.
I feel like there was something else I was going to tell you. Oh my. I know what I was going to tell you. I typed squirrel wrong at first to double check in the dictionary to see if they would put 2 L's, and I was like, I think I would put 1 L, but I was right. That's how the American spelling would go. Did you know that squirelet is a word?
Like a little squire?
As a squireling. That makes me so happy.
That's cute.
The squirelets and squirelings. Okay. Different from the squirrelings. Okay. So we're good now, right? Did you add to the T's in the
Yes, I did.
The number chart? Okay, perfect.
And now we're gonna catch up. I really like this being failed. Okay.
Oh.
Field.
Oh, that's right. From last week.
So
I should have reviewed my notes.
Yeah, I really like that. So we're going to there. We probably will have some sort of augmentative and diminutive at some point. This is
Probably.
And 10. All right. Okay. Yeah. 10.
And then were we ready to commit to music?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And in case you forget, everyone, Tensabay was music. Okay, I'm entering it on the English side, so that's the easy.
Okay, good.
Easy job. I'm looking at my notes to make sure I don't spell it wrong.
We can get rid of that.
Okay. And it was 10 plus Sibe, correct? Yeah. So, oh, Sipe.
Need velveteen.
Would you be able to pluralize?
Pluralize what?
Tensabay.
Oh, yeah, it'd just be toe. I mean, yeah. I'm not sure you'd ever use it, but you could.
All right, teensy bay is in the dictionary on both sides.
Comparison. And we don't actually have comparison that has any type of form. So we can just get rid of that.
And Lilia, I'm not sure we ever actually talked about juniper berries, except for the fact that I was excited that there was a juniper berry in our comment stream. Can rabbits eat juniper berries?
I guess it could be pluralized anyway, because you could say there's different types of musics. They're the musics of the world.
Oh, sure, we can. I just didn't know if they could.
Yeah. I throw it in there just in case we need it. We might not.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wild rabbits are actually threatening the gin business because they're eating so many juniper berries in Britain.
Whoa. Okay. We definitely need a word for juniper berry then.
Apparently, other sites say there's some disagreement about whether they can eat them, but this article in the Daily Mail clearly says wild rabbits are eating, overgrazing on juniper berries. Interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe only wild rabbits can eat them, because I think I see that they're saying don't feed them to your pet rabbits.
Because then they'll get a taste for them and they'll go wild and threaten our gin. They're telling you not to feed the rabbits the juniper berries because they want their gin. That's why. That's true.
The most poisonous species. Okay, I don't see juniper on the most poisonous.
And yes.
There are several cultivated plants which are poisonous to rabbits, and it clearly lists juniper on there.
But yeah, well, good point on the Daily Mail being, kind of a rag. You know what I mean?
Wait, you mean everything they publish isn't thoroughly researched and believable? This one comes from a veterinarian's office, and so I guess maybe juniper is not wonderfully digested by rabbits.
So in other words, the Daily Mail is in the pocket of Big Gin, and they're opposed to the rabbits.
That is interesting. Okay,
so on this side, when I would love to do a little bit more with derivation because we haven't done much of anything.
No.
So I guess there's a couple of questions about what we could do with verbs, what we could potentially do with adjectives, though honestly I'm less concerned about this.
Okay.
I'm less concerned about that because I think they'd mainly be done in other areas, in other ways. But this type of thing, making a nominalization off of an adjective might be good for a person. And by a person, I mean a rabbit. Maybe.
Definitely. We also have the quality. We have the ness one.
Yeah. How do we do that again?
May as a prefix.
I thought it was Lou.
I mean lay as a prefix.
All right.
L-E.
Okay, let's do some. Give me an adjective that begins with a vowel, a voiceless consonant, and a voiced consonant.
Okay, well, hammy,
Yeah.
miscellaneous,
Fluffy. Miscellaneous is sweet. And then...
and one moment, please.
David
I
also
don't know
likes
that
my-
we have any adjectives starting with a vowel.
Hmm.
We have yinda, so it starts with a ya, which we haven't really talked about its status. Yeah, yinda and yin in the protoform started with a vowel. We otherwise don't have any adjectives starting with a vowel.
Let's come up with something really quick. How iconic do we want to be with our word for small?
Are you asking if we want it to be like E?
Yeah.
Key. Or just E?
We could
I'm
do.
okay.
We could do Weema.
How about we do Ima? Oh, no, because
No.
we have Ime, we have another
Yeah.
Ima. No. How about Imu?
No, there's two. We got too many IMs. Do we?
How about eat? How about eat pea? Like sweet pea.
ESP. That could actually work. Do we have any patron names that begin with a vowel?
No. Well, not that they have suggested. We have names starting, but they haven't submitted what they want, so I don't want to make assumptions.
So here's some options. These are all modern forms. Igu, Ibi, Iki, Wika, Ipi.
I'm feeling EP or Iki.
Iki I kind of like.
I kind of like Iki too.
Yeah.
Because then it's kind of like Wika, but it's not. So you get that sort of sense, that vibe.
All right. We got this. I like it. Okay. Iki?
And for people just suggesting E, we actually already have the protoform E, and that means this. And so, adding a little zhuzh to this one.
So.
Which its original form could have actually just been eek. And then the copy vowel would have made it iki, right?
Yes.
Would it have become iki?
No, it couldn't be. I'm talking about a protoform iski. So that,
perfect.
That would have to be
perfect.
That would have to be the protoform.
And that is such a cute protoform. I even like the idea of iski. That's cute. I like that.
Ikiki. I think it has to be. Yeah, I don't think that could be further reduced. So I think that the reduplicated form has to be ikiki.
Ikiki.
Yeah.
That's lovely. Oh, and I can put small on the English side.
Yeah, it'd be small to be little. Wow, 2.
I'm good.
Truly, it is we
really
who are
don't
blessed.
I think I am good, though. Oh, allergies killing me today. What? Okay.
Okay.
Reminds me of Waikiki. Ooh, that is fun. Okay, did you need any other words
No, but I do need to know how this le thing works.
Oh man. Okay, just a second.
So like, how does it attach to something that begins with a vowel?
That's a wonderful question. It comes from laja.
Lage.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
lage.
laje. You're right. From las nzie.
Le, lage. Lage.
Ooh, I kind of like lajiki.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of hard to argue against that. I mean, since it's a geminate, a full-on
Right.
geminate. Let's go ahead and put that in. And then I guess it actually does change to stressed, right? Yeah, it does.
Oh, yeah, but it's not stressed if it's lehami.
It isn't it?
No.
It what?
We have lehami and lemislen with stress on the root.
Yeah, it's stressed. See? I think we're saying the wrong. I think we're saying different things.
I think the sneeze just got rid of a few brain cells, and I'm recovering.
Gotcha.
And I think we were saying the same thing with different words.
Got it.
Oh, I am all messed up now. Good. Like my left eye is watering now too.
It's going real well for you.
It's gonna be looking real good here.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy that we decided today to do our 2 extra hours of streaming.
I think I just curl up into a ball.
And then you were going to sing that song you wrote, Ningala?
Oh, yes. That will have to wait until I have my full range, because now that something's going on here, and I think my voice is going to get just deeper and nasally, so I don't think I'll be able to hit those high notes.
All right. There we go. Okay, so we've added, at the very least, we've added one thing there.
Yay!
All right.
I feel like, wouldn't the person one come from Ime?
Yeah, I mean, seems obvious.
Right?
So, actually, you're right, but it would be first. Makey. Huh. Okay, I'll return to that. We'll do the easy ones first. Mehami. Memislan.
Oh, Mike points out that our column headers should say V initial, C initial.
Yeah, thank you.
Instead of final. That's a good call there, Mike.
Okay, we'll go ahead and copy that down there. Oh my goodness. Just in case we need that. Okay, so let's look at this meiki. So meiki. The various things that could follow this prefix are so e, u, o, and a, and probably another a.
Mm-hmm.
And so meiki, meiki, meaka, meiki. think just epenthetic Y?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, either that or we have to write, like, what it's going to do with all of them. I think it would make more sense given the fact that we've gotten rid of all of the diphthongs, that they would do some sort of insertion. I like that, Meiki. Yeah. And there's a suggestion that Meiki should further mean baby.
Oh.
Meiki. A small one.
Very close to keiki in Hawaiian.
Aw.
Which, by the way, thank you, Viking. It's always nice to see a little bit of Hawaiian in your day.
All right. Well, I think we're 6 minutes over. I think we've done something. We could do, I mean, if you want to put place in there, we do have wa from whole.
No, I'll tell you what I want to do. I don't know if I can get away with this, but I think it's so cool. I think we should use the exact same thing as we do for the collective. And so...
Whoa. Oh, like field.
Yeah,
like
and
10.
And so it's like, it's still the same prefix, of course, with exactly the same, right, etymological source.
Same etymology, sure.
It's just that when it's used with something that's like a stated verb, it's like a place of that as opposed to just the collective when used with a noun. What do you think?
I like it.
Yay!
And sibe meant song, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or did it mean to sing?
Well, it means...
Oh, it meant to sing.
Yeah. I'm talking about with a stated verb, though.
And that's not a stated verb.
Sibe could also mean song, though.
That's true.
And these are all... I see these are switching stress unless it was specially stressed. So tentlusi, it was tensibe. Right? It was tensibe, not tensibe. Right?
I thought it was tensibe. I thought. Was I wrong?
Well, in that case, we need to change these up here.
Now I have to stop and think.
No, I think you're right.
But we did have those compounding forms where the stress was on the second.
And this would be following that. So yeah, I think you're absolutely right. So thank you for pointing that out. We will be doing the same thing here. Oh, except that. Oh, no. We won't be doing the same thing here. It will be tensibe. But it won't be for this. It won't be shifting stress because it's a modifier.
And not actually a compound.
So taniki, tenhemi, and...
Okay, so I need to change tensibe to tensibe.
Well, because that's what you had, right?
I did not have that.
I thought you said you did have it. That's how you stressed it.
Oh, just because I say it that way doesn't mean that's how I meant it. But to verify, tensibe. That's how we need it? The way I just shouted it at you?
Yeah, hold on a sec. I'm reading what Arturo is writing. Dark Horse, good instinct, but the N is actually still going to be a coda at the relevant period, so this thing will raise to an E as opposed to being an A.
Okay.
Okay, can you look at this stuff, the adjective-y stuff, because I actually want to go back to the relative clauses and take a look at that really quickly.
And so when you say look at the adjective-y stuff, do you just want me to admire it, or did you mean
Oh, no,
to
I
say
meant
something or check?
no, but like tensive is good now, right?
I put stress on the E of the ibe.
Okay.
I can't even find my. Oh, there it is. Okay.
No, dark horse. NH just becomes NH because it's already N, so it's good. Wait. Oh, wait, I don't want the relative clauses. I want comparison. Getting a little bit confused here. Oh no, wait. Unless. No, okay, it is. I'm sorry. I know that we're well over time right now. I just want to make sure that this is correct. Adjectival comparison. Where are you? Copula. Oh my god. The standard.
Wow, that's a lot.
The standard of comparison is proposed by name.
And what is the rabbit, not the fluffy?
The standard of comparison is fluffiness, right? That's how that term is used. Because the rabbit stretches beyond the stump, right?
Right, so standard of comparison is fluffiness in this case. Comparand would be the stump.
I saw.
And comparanda would be the rabbit.
It's stretched. With fluffiness beyond something.
Oh, okay.
So are we saying that this is correct? I saw the rabbit. He stretched.
With fluffiness.
Well, in that case, we don't need that.
Right. Because the verb form would suggest that, of course, we're talking, the ime would be the absolutive argument. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And then the same would be true on the last one. Ime haige ne lehami ajayamani.
Except that the ajay comes first.
First. Okay. Yeah, that looks right. Arturo, wow, good catch.
Yeah. That was all messed up. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, good. Now it's consistent. Thank you so much for that. Not so much. Okay.
Excellent.
Now. All right. Good. Okay.
Ah,
Yay.
I think we accomplished something today.
Yeah. No, we did. So, and then we're gonna do that poll, and then we'll finish up, not and comparison. And then we just have these kind of little bits of kind of fun derivation that we want to do. So, do you want to try to make next week an experimental week? And we'll try doing orthography while throwing in little bits here and there.
I mean, I think we can try and see what happens. And if it starts to get too scattered, we'll focus on orthography and then come back around and wrap it up with some derivation at the end. If it is manageable, then we'll do it. We'll just keep going.
Maybe we should just do a teensy beansy little test. Just once.
Like between now and Thursday?
Yeah. I should try to find some time, just a little testy westy, and just to make sure it works. And then yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that next Thursday.
Okay.
Cool.
That sounds good. We can do this. We're good. Hey, thank you, everyone.
Woo!
Especially for anyone still with us. 17 minutes past. Thank you. Much love to you all, and much grammar to you all.
Okay.
And we'll see you Thursday, but maybe have a little testy westy.
Yeah.
between now and then. So we'll see what happens.
Yes. Remain in grammar, one and all. Okay. Are we?
Lovely.
Stiosa Gramosa. That's it right there.
Yeah. Oh, Stadiosa Gramosa.